So the topic we are going to discuss today is called goods versus services. So let us start. So the first thing we need to understand is what are the key features of services. So when we talk about the first feature is called intangibility. What is intangibility? Intangibility means that a physical product is visible while a service is intangible in nature. That means it is invisible. It is not something which we can touch, just like a physical product. So the service cannot be touched or viewed. It is difficult for client to tell in advance what they will be getting. So for example, if I want to buy a physical good, I can go to a store, I can experience that product, and I can use it even before buying it, just like trial of a car or maybe anything. Like we can go and touch and feel that product. On the other side, when you talk about service, it is not one of those things which is physically present in any store. So it is more like it is very difficult for any customer or any client to tell will be the service. It is very difficult, right, till the time you experience it. For example, when we buy a physical product like soap, shampoo, furniture, we always go in the store, touch and feel, and then only we buy it. On the other side, when we open a saving account in the bank, we get the services, but it is not tangible in nature. It is not something that saving account is like a physical product which is there in the bank. So it is just like a service. Okay. The second point is inseparability, the second feature. And what is inseparability? It means that service are always created and consumed simultaneously at the same time. So, for example, if you're taking any legal consult, during a legal consultation, or if you're visiting a dentist or musician or dancers, you always need to understand one thing, that whenever they are providing you the service, at the same time you have to consume it, right? You cannot store that service. Service cannot be stored. Very simple. It is inseparable. It's not like goods which can be produced at one point of time and then stored and then it can be later used. But that is not the case in terms of services. Services are mostly very personal in nature, and it is mostly inseparable. The third feature of service we have is called variability. So since service involves a lot of people and process, but people are always different. Their service, the people, uh, everybody is different in terms of their work, in terms of their motivation, in terms of quality of output. So that's why there is a strong possibility that even with the same service which is given by different people, you will have a different experience. So that is very important. So it is very important to minimize that difference. We do a lot of training, we do a lot of standardization to every service. We do also do a lot of quality assurance, but that is not sure. That doesn't makes 100% guarantee that the service will not be variable. So service will always be variable because it is dependent on people. The next is can't be stored. So goods can be stored, they can be used later for the further consumption. On the other side, services are always high degree of perishability. So any unused capacity will always, which cannot be stored. So for example, if you are traveling into an aeroplane, or you are taking a flight, and there are certain seats which are empty, those empty seats will not be giving you any benefit, because once the flight flies, all those seats will be vacant, and that will be your loss. Similarly goes with the empty rooms. So in a particular day, if the number of rooms are empty in a five-star hotel, that means it cannot be stored. Same goes in the movies also. So if the service are not used today, it will be lost forever. So it is mostly momentary in nature. So if it is not used today, it will be lost. Last is standardization. So goods are generally produced by machines. So that's why they're very standardized in nature. That means their length, breadth, width, everything is predefined. On the other side, services are mostly driven by people, and that's why they cannot. We try to standardize it, but still it is very difficult to standardize. So I hope this topic is clear to you. Thanks for watching this particular video. I hope you enjoyed this particular session. This was all about features of services as well as how it is different from goods. So